The love and hip-hop universe has always produced drama, but this time it's personal, messy, and headline-worthy. On the one hand, we have Rasheeda, a game veteran and one of the most recognizable faces in the franchise, finally addressing the lingering controversy surrounding her history with Kirk Frost, a relationship that has faced many challenges. On the other hand, Kirk Frost dropped a bombshell about Yandy and Mendez that is shaking up love and hip-hop fans everywhere. Are we serious right now? We have the receipts for proof. After years of public scrutiny, betrayal, rumors, and fan backlash, Rasheeda wants to set the record straight. Let's just say she didn't hold back, but just when you think that's enough to blow up the internet, Kirk Frost flips the script and makes a shocking claim about another power couple, Yandy Smith and Mendeces Harris. According to Kirk, they allegedly have an open relationship, a claim that nobody saw coming, and that is igniting a lot of discussion on social media. In this video, we're going deep, and you'll learn the truth behind Rasheeda's most controversial decisions, the specifics of Kirk's accusations, and how Yandy and Mendez are responding, or not, to the whole situation. We're unpacking the facts, the rumors, the drama, and the potential to reshape these couples' public images forever. So don't go anywhere, because when you think of love and hip-hop, one of the first couples that comes to mind is Rasheeda and Kirk Frost. Their relationship has been through a lot, including being publicly exposed on national TV, being scrutinized in the tabloids, and even that infamous moment when Kirk's alleged infidelity nearly ended their marriage. However, for years, fans have been quick to judge and accuse Kirk of betraying her after he was seen going out with other women, while Rasheeda remained by his side, seemingly forgiving him repeatedly. What actually happened behind closed doors, though, is Kirk the villain in this story? Or is there more to Rasheeda's story than meets the eye? Always been viewed as the strong, level-headed businesswoman, but when the cameras showed the cracks in her seemingly perfect life with Kirk, the public began to wonder if she was staying for love or out of obligation. When Rasheeda finally made the decision to put the record straight, fans were shocked and curious to learn exactly what happened. In an exclusive interview, Rasheeda talked about the early years of her marriage to Kirk, including the difficult decision she had to make after the cheating allegations first surfaced. She revealed that, although it was difficult, she wasn't just thinking about herself, but also considering her family, her children, and the life they had built together. The question is, however, whether she sacrificed too much for love. Was she too forgiving? And just when you think the story unfolded, Rasheeda dropped a bombshell. What was she referring to? What is the untold story of her marriage to Kirk that has been kept out of the public eye? She's hinting at some serious revelations, and it makes you wonder if this is the beginning of her truly opening up about everything that's happened. However, before we get too far into Rasheeda's shocking admissions, we need to change the subject because Kirk Frost threw a major curveball into the mix. While Rasheeda was clearing up the rumors surrounding their relationship, Kirk made some eyebrow-raising allegations of his own claims that could possibly change everything. You thought you knew about his marriage to Rasheeda? In a recent interview, Kirk Frost said that Yandy and Mendez, another couple from the love and hip-hop franchise, were in an open relationship, and he didn't hold back on the details. This wasn't just a casual remark, it was a bold claim that caught fans completely off guard. For months, fans have speculated about the dynamics of Yandy and Mendez's relationship, especially after Mendez served time in prison. Yandy's devotion to Mendez has been widely praised, but what's really happening behind closed doors? Is there truth to Kirk's allegations that a lot with Kirk, and that even though they weren't perfect, their bond was strong enough to get them through the challenges they faced? However, it wasn't just about clearing her name. It was also about addressing the accusations and rumors regarding Kirk's remarks. Rasheeda looked straight into the camera and said that although Kirk had said some outrageous things in the past, including rumors about their marriage, she wasn't going to let it affect her now. People can say what they want, but only Kirk, and I know what goes on in our marriage, she continued, declaring that her relationship with Kirk was private, and that they had to keep their marriage intact despite the public scrutiny. It was obvious that she and Kirk had been through a lot worse, and they weren't going to let any comments from others break them. Fans weren't completely convinced, though, because some of them saw it as a familiar pattern in which Rasheeda supports Kirk only for another scandal to come up later. Was she overcompensating and trying to show how stable her marriage was? If so, why? Many questioned whether Rasheeda was actually okay with the drama that was going on, or if she was beginning to feel the weight of it all. For years, she had been Kirk's rock, but how much longer could she continue to ignore the pattern of behavior that seemed to follow him everywhere he went? Did Rasheeda know something the public didn't? Could there be a deeper layer to the situation that she wasn't sharing with her fans and followers? These questions kept viewers on the edge of their seats. In the midst of all the drama surrounding Kirk and Rasheeda, the focus shifted to Yandy Smith-Harris and Mendez Harris, a power couple in the world of reality TV. Mendez had been making waves with his recent comments about open relationships, and not in the way that fans were expecting. In an explosive scene in the most recent season of Love and Hip Hop New York, Mendez hinted that his marriage to Yandy was not as happy as he had claimed, wasn't as traditional as most fans thought. He implied that they were in an open relationship, leaving viewers to wonder if this was just another controversial statement meant to stir things up, or if Mendices was actually suggesting that they had an unconventional marriage. In interviews, she quickly shot down the idea, stating that their relationship was based on mutual trust and respect, rather than open arrangements. But there was something about Mendices' delivery that made people wonder if he was capitalizing on the growing trend of reality TV stars pushing the boundaries of what's considered normal in relationships, or if there was something more serious going on behind the scenes. As the drama develops, many fans have drawn attention to the similarities between Yandy and Mendez dynamic and other couples who have openly experimented with alternative relationships. Could this be a growing trend in the entertainment industry, where couples are more forthcoming about the complexities of their romantic lives? It's obvious that Yandy and Mendez have faced their share of challenges, from Mendez's legal battles to Yandy's commitment to their family. However, what happens when they begin to blur the lines of their own relationship in a public way? How much of what we see is authentic and how much is scripted? As the tension builds, the question remains, is their relationship truly as open as Mendices suggests, or was he just stirring the pot for drama? Yandy's response to his remarks will surely be crucial in determining where do we stand now with these two power couples, Kirk and Rasheeda's versus Yandy and Mendices. Both couples have been the subject of public scrutiny, scandalous rumors, and relationship challenges. However, will they overcome it all, or will these controversies cause long-term harm? Kirk and Rasheeda's marriage has been through a lot, with both of them publicly facing betrayal, trust issues, and fan judgment. But despite all the drama, Rasheeda's unwavering support for Kirk appears to have kept their marriage intact. Could it be that the couple's ability to weather these storms is what keeps them going? Or are they just going through the motions for the sake of their family and brand? As fans continue to speculate about the future of these couples, one thing is certain. Drama